taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Given 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. On the return is Kirk. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, it's Wallace. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock.
Touchdown, Packers. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Darnold now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11 on 2nd down now. It's Wallace, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Carried by number 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Love. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ryan pulled that time there to get a hand on it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, look at that. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 10, Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Green Bay.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he trucked him. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Sets him up nicely first, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For Jamison Crowder. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Action. Showtime, baby.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. If 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Following the interception, Love. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Kenny Clark in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Love looking to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Here's Braden Mann now. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw now. Here's Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Christian Kirk.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Love. That's caught by Howard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, Love. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Love. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers! Auden Tate as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
There you go. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Wallace. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
3-yard line.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Complete to number 25.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
C.J. Mosley.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Love is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Bell. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Bell, the ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Darnold. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
The ball carried by number 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the gun. Love. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
57.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Darnold, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 13.
Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Packers 49, Jets 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Sets up
and he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 4-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to number
O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
To number 13.
Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound...
Touchdown, Packers!
Pass complete.
O.J. Howard, 29 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. New York set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Jets on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They got a man. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Darnold completes it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
Darnold to throw again. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
on 2nd and goal. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
70.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll run it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Wallace.
The running back, again the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jordan.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. Incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's got Burton here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Darnold on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Darnold on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan. And
Darnold, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kenny Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump.